got busy evenings and everything. So, it's been great to watch you guys over, I believe, 6 weeks now. It's been about 6 weeks, to watch you guys over this journey. I mean, we still got quite a way to go. But, I wanted to just bring you guys on because I feel that, just showing up, especially at 5:30 in the morning, is inspirational. I can't tell you how many people don't even have the ability to do that. So I definitely wanted to, commend you guys on what you've accomplished thus far and the effort that you have been putting in. It hasn't been going unnoticed. All right. And I know just these 6 weeks alone is enough to inspire other people, right? So I wanted to just get on, have, brief conversation, ask some questions about, what you experienced, whatever, over this period of time. And just try and, get an update on, what's going on. All right. So my first question is, what would you guys say you notice within yourself? This could be mentally, physically, emotionally, whatever. What have you noticed within yourself that has changed over these last 6 weeks?
Would you like me to go first?
Whoever wants to take the floor.
So for me, over the last 6 weeks, what's changed is definitely I'm stronger. I'm stronger, a little more consistent, a little more energy, because before I was tired. So I can say energy, strength. I'm better at meal prepping over the last 6 weeks. I'm better at holding myself accountable over the last 6 weeks. And to be honest, over the last 6 weeks, I guess she'll come back in. Over the last 6 weeks, I'll say, what's changed? I've been proud of myself because, as you said, just showing up. But I didn't think I was able to show up, but what happened? But that also goes to you too, because you're a good coach, you're a good motivator, because sometimes I really don't want to get up. But then you remind us that, we're doing this for us. This should be for us. And also finding the why of why we're doing it. But over the last 6 weeks, I can say those few things I've seen change for me.
Excellent. So the next thing I want to ask, so for you, right, I want you to think back, maybe let's go back 6 months, right? What was things looking like compared to now? What has changed, right? Like, what have you grown from over 6 months to now? What would be the difference?
I mean, 6 months ago, I didn't like how I look in my clothes. I can say, even though it's 6 weeks and it's not a huge difference, it's a big difference because when I put on my clothes, I feel better. I feel better. And I'm more eager to, I'm more, I can say I'm more eager to, work out now. Before I wasn't. So
what were you trying to do? I guess a better question is, what were you trying to do 6 months ago?
And it's not, for me, it wasn't about losing weight. 6 months ago, to say now I want to feel better. I wanted to feel better. And I think that was the most important thing.
Gotcha. Okay. So Kerry, so the question was, over this period since you joined the program, what has changed for you?
My mindset about how I eat. It has been a constant battle for all these years because I have a sweet tooth. And even I've been told by the doctors, like, your cholesterol and this and that and everything's been crazy. So how I eat, I'm more aware of how I'm eating, and I'm more motivated to get up and come to work because it's helping me have a healthier life.
Gotcha. You're a little choppy.
Yeah,
a tad bit, but we'll keep pushing on. So same question to you. What were you doing 6 months ago, right? To try and accomplish these same results.
You can't feel.
telling myself I'm not going to eat anything sweet, fooling myself and just motivating only when I'm going on vacation. Like, okay, you got to get your body ready because when you go on vacation, you want to look nice, but you also want to eat everything. I can't eat everything plus here. So it was those little bits and pieces, but this has made me more consistent. I'm gonna try to move into the living room and see if that helps.
Okay. All right.
And
No problem. So what would you say, like, the biggest thing that's helped you over these last 6 weeks? Would you say it's the meal plan? Would you say it's, the actual training? Would you say it's the structure of giving what to do, even when we're not together in the gym? Would you say it's the support of others in the gym when you're there working out? Like, what would you say is like, the biggest thing that's helped you on this journey?
So for me, it's three things.
Mhm.
Number one will definitely be told what to do, knowing what to do, and know I'm doing it safely.
Right.
Second will definitely be the meal plan, or maybe, yeah, I'll say the meal plan is secondary. Why? Because the meal plan, I get to rally back on how to eat. It's taught me, I've done this before, but I haven't went back to it. But now, at least, it was something that I remembered how to do. But I'll say the eating plan is number two. Number three is definitely having someone else to work out with and seeing other people on the same journey as me. Because to be honest, if it was just me going in the gym in the morning, sometimes I don't want to get up, but I know like other people are counting on me to be there. Um,
Right.
yes, I should have that urgency to like, I want to be there for myself. But I think knowing that I have other people going through the same struggle as I am, we both understand like we don't want to get up in the morning, but why are we doing this? We're doing it for ourselves. So I'll
Yeah.
say definitely knowing what to do. That's number one. Second is the meal plan. And third is also having other people to go through the journey with.
Nice, nice. So how about you, Kerry? Since you've been on the Lifestyle program, what would you say was your biggest help? Was it the meal plan? Is it the actual training? Is it coming to the gym and other people being there? Or is it like getting some guidance and structure outside of when we're training on what you should be doing?
it's a mixture of everything that you. Am I coming through better right now?
So far, yeah.
Okay, so it's a mixture. Like the accountability helps. Like my doctors say, you need to change your eating habits. You need to eat less of this and more of this. I know I wouldn't see her for another year or so. I know I'm seeing you and my brother another
Right.
day. So the accountability piece is big, and knowing that we're on this healthier lifestyle journey together, and having that
Yeah.
very, and then also having you, because you're helpful where I can say how I'm feeling or what doesn't feel right physically, and you will just go over and give me some support with that and better directions on what to do so that I don't have to stop my workout, but I can do it in a safe. So having
Right.
that you has been a big piece as well.
Awesome. Awesome. Okay, cool. So my last question. What advice would you give yourself right now if you were to go back, right, and another time of your life, 6 months, a year, whenever? Like, what advice would you give yourself, knowing what you've experienced over these last 6 weeks?
The advice I would give myself is I should have stayed consistent.
Consistency is key.
It's I should have stayed consistent. And not only that, I find that I'm not exercising discipline. And I'll say I'm better. I'll give myself 65% now. Before I was 25%. But
Right.
discipline, I am not disciplined. So if I had to go back, I was disciplined. Back then I would say discipline because sometimes I wasn't hungry and
Gotcha.
I'll still eat. And that was
Gotcha.
the problem. But even though I'll eat, I wasn't disciplined enough to know, you know what? You just ate. Go take a 30-minute walk. You just eat, do a 30-minute exercise. Now I do that. Now I look at my clock. And again, it's the accountability because I know I have to see Joe. And I know and when you stop working out,
Right.
when you start back, if you get back into it, you're like, I'm breathing again. So I always tell myself, I don't want that to happen.
Yeah.
I want to get through the workout. So even now, after I finish with you, I had a long day. I'm going to do a 45-minute workout.
Right.
So it's the discipline. So if I could tell myself something back then, it was I should have stayed consistent and I should have been disciplined.
Got it. Okay. How about you, Kerry? What would you tell yourself at another point in time in the past, based on what you learned in these last 6 weeks?
Besides that, you don't need as many French fries as you've been eating. I would tell serious. I would tell myself the process because I'm
I
tired.
can't hear you again. Can't hear you.
I don't know why.
You sound good right now.
Okay, I'll keep the phone here. I would tell myself to trust the process and to get moving because I say this to my students, something is better than nothing, but I never applied that to myself in terms of exercise. I'd be tired and say, I can't be bothered. But even if I can walk for 10 minutes, I'm
Yeah.
going to take 10 minutes. I'm going to do something and trusting the process because sometimes you don't see results right away, but
Mhm.
over time, things change even internally. Like I had the best physical with my doctor the other day,
Mhm.
the best. So yeah.
Oh, was that the good news you wanted to share?
Do you want to hear it?
Yeah, go for it.
After all these years of being told about my cholesterol and it's too high, and if it doesn't, whatever, adjust, you're going to be put on medication. I'm like, yeah, no. I went to see her a couple days ago. And she just put in the portal, she's like, Carrie Ann, your cholesterol is so good. Whatever you are doing, keep it up.
Keep
It's
it
at
up.
the best it has ever been. You have no idea how happy I was to see that. So
Nice.
thank you.
Joe, that's the
Nice.
same thing with my blood pressure.
Oh,
Mhm.
yes? Will your
Yeah.
blood pressures come down?
Yes.
Yeah. See, there's some
but
changes. This is nice.
yeah, but I didn't
Mhm.
even think about that. But that was like 2 weeks ago. That was like after my fourth week. It's after my
Mhm.
fourth week because I was consistent. Not only was I consistent, I was consistent also with your workout and also telling me you need to do the 3 days for the 30 seconds,
Yeah.
for the 30
Mhm.
minutes, 20 minutes, the cardio. And I was doing that. I was doing that. I was doing that. So it's back to consistency and discipline, Joe. But yeah.
Nice.
And
Excellent. Excellent.
and having the changes health wise, I know I'm noticing changes physically, but it's a big win for me
Mhm.
to have the changes health wise, the way how I've been eating, and the food is good too. It's not stuff that I would have picked up before, but I'm like, oh, okay, I'll try this. All right.
Right.
But that's the win for me for these six
Mhm.
weeks that my health has improved and my doctor celebrates that with me. So that's
Excellent.
big. And yeah, I wasn't consistent, I wouldn't be smiling and happy. So
Right. Right.
thank you.
Right. Very
And Joe,
nice. Very
Kerry
nice.
can tell you because we've been on this journey. I couldn't go up the
Mhm.
steps
Yeah.
without breathing. Like ask her, like
Wow.
even now you'll
Hmm.
be like running. There's
Yeah.
like, where are you? You coming up the steps? And I'm like, no, I just had to go get my jacket.
Right.
So it's a big win. It's internal. So
Mhm.
what I'll say, when you don't see the big wins, just be consistent. Just showing up. Just keep showing up. You're gonna feel better, and then you're gonna start seeing results. And when you start seeing results,
Mhm.
you're gonna get more discipline. So that's what it is for me
Absolutely.
right now.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, I just want to reiterate, I'm super proud of you guys. You guys have been showing up. You've been pushing through. I know life be lifing behind closed
Mhm.
doors. I know from 6:30 a.m. from y'all leave until 5:30 the next morning,
Mhm.
life be lifing. And a lot of things
Mhm.
be going on that can validate why you're not going to be here and continue. So the fact that y'all just continuously showing up through all the trials and tribulations and everything. Like I commend you. And it actually restores my energy. Like people don't realize, like when they're
Here
consistent
you go.
and they make a consistent effort, it actually makes me want to do it more, right? And it makes me want to pour into them more. And they may not realize behind the scenes, I'm studying stuff for them to help them even more because I'm like, I see you're really trying, right? Compared to someone who doesn't show the effort. Like I'm not doing the extra mile, you know. So the fact that you guys keep doing what you're doing, you're making me feel even more committed to the process. So I thank you guys for doing that, and I thank you for your time. I don't want to hold you up too late. All right, we'll catch up again in about a month, right, and see where we're at. And we'll just do it from there. So I guess I'll see you tomorrow morning, bright and early.
5:30. Yep,
5:30.
bright and early. 5:30. Thank you
Awesome.
for
Thank you,
everything.
Joe.
Thank you.
All right, no problem. Thank you.
Thank you for having this program. Otherwise, I'll be home sleeping.
And
I
eating
got
French
you.
fries. And eating
And
French
eating
fries.
French fries. Eating and eating French
More,
fries. Yeah.
more than I need to. More than I
Right.
need to.
Thank you,
All right,
Joe.
guys.
All right.
All right. Talk to you
See you in the
soon.
morning.